Hi everyone, let's talk about Explorers of Navoria. I have just finished a playthrough video. Here it is. I've been digitally remastered on top of it. That's not the word. But yeah, if you would like to see the game in action, you can see that video linked in the description. And if you would like to see more Explorers of Navoria, it is linked in the description as well. A Kickstarter campaign up in the corner of the screen too. You can see all the final stuff, all of the final product. And bear in mind, I was paid to make the playthrough video. If you do specifically want to know my thoughts, here are those thoughts. It is an absolutely beautiful game, so quick to get started, so quick to play as well. Like, I think it says 20 minutes per player, so if that, it's really fast playing. I love kind of not just the combination, but the kind of melding of these different mechanisms in that we are, just drawing from a bag to determine card types that we can take while leaving types out on the board for other people to get. So you've got to be aware of the opportunities you're leaving for other people. Maybe the opportunities you want to leave for yourself. Maybe you want both things. Which one do you think will still be there for you when it comes back to you? Which out of the display will combo well? Which do you see yourself taking? Do you need to deny other people? All of that kind of drafting stuff. But then kind of a very different thing in that the tokens we played are now communal workers for everybody to place in the town in the middle of the board here, this bit here. And so depending on what you have managed to get for yourself, and the cards are very interesting as well, that you're collecting sets rather than setting collects, and trying to work out the species for bonuses at the end in the scoring there, for immediate powers to get you what you want in terms of resources or in terms of movement and training posts and things, or maybe building up combinations of scoring for those species or flags if you want to do a load of traveling. But then depending on what you have gone for, depending on the path you have started on and how successful you were in doing that in the card drafting phase, maybe the cards didn't come out, maybe the cards you really wanted were taken, you can kind of get back or really propel what you have managed to do in that worker placement section, which could also be a factor in what you want to take in the cards, the workers you want to make available for yourself. If you really want to get another trading post built, but the card didn't come out for the type that you want, maybe you want to make sure, if there isn't one already, that there's an explorer one, a purple one ready, because that's the only action space that's got that on there. It's a really interesting kind of extra worker placement part to it, and the fact that we do it in reverse turn order is very nice as well, that if a particular colour isn't available, the last player to select a card might not have great choice of the cards that are out there, but could potentially have really good control over the action that they want. Really like the variable scoring in those tiles. You only see 4 of quite a few that will affect the species you want to race to collect, or reward different colours of cards in your tableau at the end, and there's a nice little race element to being first and then being worth double points. The different actions, the different recipes on your player board that you want to fill up that can be affected by the trading post that you've decided to build. Some will let you get more points for all the green cards you've taken, so they will combo nicely, or they will give you more track movement, the different tracks as well. Some rewarding you with loads of points for getting to the end, some having loads of flags on that will reward you if you've got those purple cards. There's loads of little combos and paths that you can find through this, and it all ends up with the players kind of racing for a lot of different things, whether it's the cards they want, the action spaces, the tracks themselves, the bonuses for coming first on each of those every single round, and the racing for the species as well. But as well as all of this base game stuff, which what I've got in my prototype, there is going to be an expansion. Again, you can see all of this on the Kickstarter page, but it's going to include even more. It's going to include a solo mode as well, if you're interested in that. There's a solo campaign that you can play through, a little one that will unlock things as you progress, and there's different modules. There's a module that will give everyone special powers either throughout the game, or will start off with extra stuff at the start of the game. There's a new card type that will things will go into the bag. You'll be able to get it like anything else, more worker placements for what's on the board, but the cards themselves will count as 2 different colours for all of your different collecting things. And there is a module that adds extra tokens, extra rewards for being the first person to reach the end of the continent, so even more incentive to kind of focus on one thing. If you haven't seen it yet, the playthrough is there. The playthrough is just of the basic game, because I said that's what it's in my playthrough, but you can see all of the expansion stuff, all of the final stuff in the Kickstarter page, which is linked in the description. If you haven't seen the playthrough there, it is there. It's great. I watched it. I did it. I lived it. Thank you very much for watching this. If you'd like to see more from me, there are hundreds of playthroughs on the channel. Hopefully you'll find another one that you enjoy. Hey, maybe I Love Trains from Duranda as well, and more. Thank you very much for watching though, and I'll see you for the next game. Bye everyone.